ultimate.
Pretty rough tournament overall for him so far. He's the lowest rated Liquid player after that series yesterday coming into this matchup. That was a really rough series for him. So going to be cool to see what kind of mental the young Opper possesses to bounce back today. I know the team's got tons of faith in him to be able to forget about yesterday's performance and move on here against MOUZ. Twist with that P250 going to be exploring. 4 other members of Team Liquid waiting over in radio room to attack towards ramp. They're going to pick it up now into a double man setup.
The impact and exertion looking to combine together. Exertion going down without anything. Brolin coming in with a quick rotation, keeping his team in this pistol round, and Torzy elsewhere, extending MOUZ into the advantage.
Yeah, well, they're going to move to the lower bomb site now. So, Decon, oh, that's a beautiful shot. Nertz, the best player for Team Liquid at the event so far, just drops Zelic.
And a little taste of what Nertz is going to bring to the server. Zelic's not enjoying that. 2v2 still here for MOUZ. They'll give it a good go.
That's a filthy shot.
It really is. Lack of utility, though, available for the remaining retake, and no kit on the back of the 2 players standing. Nertz up in the rafters. He's got Naf just waiting in dark. No peeks being given on over. Finally, that fight comes in. Naf comes out on top. Great shot from Torzy, but he's looking for Nertz, the elusive Nertz, and he will not be able to stop him. Nertz wins the pistol here for Team Liquid.
Struggled fight for both Nertz and Torzy at the end. Nertz could just never get a clean angle on the fight beneath him, or even the one that Naf took down coming out of control side doors, but still a strong setup. And Liquid win the pistol round.
I think with Nertz's addition to the team, it feels like an absolute no-brainer in terms of replacing Yekindar, getting that style out of him.
That shot onto Zelix is so disgusting, but it should have never happened. There's the inexperience of a player stepping in from the academy team and playing at such a high level. That's a run to the back of the bomb site. You don't need to make at that point. Control decon, wait for your teammates to arrive, play the 3-on-2. He gave him a great opening.
Forced by here for the side of MOUZ. So I'm going to throw everything into an MP9, Deagles, 5.7, and a scout for Torzy.
Smoke wall set up, going to be broken open. Not a whole lot of chances to do that, though, as MOUZ in the second round bye try and return the favor. Nertz can peer over that gap in the smoke, but he's got to be careful. Exertion close up now. Twist handles that, and Secret Avenue is opened up for Team Liquid. But they're going to be patient with things. 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock.
We heard Yanko talking about Torzy enjoying Nuke, as in particular on this map. You'll get the all-out later on, but how important is it when you lose your in-game leader like Shuei that you have to rely on more firepower from the likes of Torzy in these kind of games where you having to maybe play a bit more of a mixed style, where you have a new in-game leader, a stand-in player?
To be honest, I'm not so concerned about the firepower from Torzy, but he's a very vocal member of the team, and Oppers are always going to want to call their play. So more than the firepower, you need him to be vocal, coming up with ideas when your in-game leader is missing. Nertz going to lead the way to take control of control, and that will be done with ease. But yeah, it is the matter of Torzy being that kind of voice to say, you know, I'm going to move my op where I want to, especially on the CT side. We're going to build setups around it, but you need your opper to be vocal and kind of calling what he wants. And that's something that Torzy got very, very good at from the point of Shuhei joining this team on. Remember, before Shuhei joined, Torzy was on the chopping block. Everyone thought he was out.
Yeah, exactly.
Shuhei really revitalized his career, so that'll be something to keep track of if Torzy is going to be able to keep up that level without this IGL. That the timing of his, joining the team marked the rise in Torzy's gameplay.
And the only real exciting times we've seen from Torzy in his Counter-Strike career so far has been under the in-game leadership of Shuhei, because in the academy team, when Torzy started showing up first, he was also under Shuhei, and it's a little interesting to look at Torzy to see how he's going to play under different in-game leaders, because under Dexter it wasn't that impressive.
I mean, you have to think that the things that he learned under Shuhei, the things that he got good at, the improvements that he made are going to stick around. The question is, do they fade away over the next couple months as they get further and further from Shuhei's tenure? 2-0 for Team Liquid. Still a couple of MAC-10s. Should be an easy round for them. MOUZ don't really have the money to reinvest. Only a 5-7 brought forward into this round. Team Liquid on a 2-0 start. I know from speaking with them about the Mongols game yesterday as well, they feel like that should have been a stronger victory. There was that little ninja defuse in the lower bomb side, a bunch of miscues. This is still a Team Liquid team that's putting things together with Twist as the IGL. And so much has been talked about the addition of Nertz over Yekindar, and obviously there's a huge gain in firepower, especially considering the level both players have been playing at recently. But what they are missing with Yekindar no longer being in this team is him being that second voice and that second brain for Twist, who had a lot of faith in the way that he reads the game. His ability to help Twist kind of organize tactics in the mid-rounds. Twist frequently giving big picture ideas, Yakinder helping to organize utility usage and the details of it, and without that, it puts a lot more responsibility on the shoulders of Twist, who's still very early as an IGL.
Sure, you lose that, but what you gain is Nertz's firepower ability, and so far it's been very impressive here in Katowice.
Yeah, but it's never that one-for-one, is it?
Yes,
Like, you
true.
gain in this area, lose in this area, and what's it actually going to work out as the final product?
Torzy getting one away with that USP. Twisted traded out with the MP7. Yimpat and Zelix, the last two remaining members. And Zelix looking to just make the most of this opportunity in Katowice. You know, 16 years old, you're getting called up into the MOUZ squad, an unexpected result for him, and wouldn't want to go out today.
No, but valuable experience for sure for a 16-year-old in the academy team. As much as it might be painful at the time, plenty you can take from this.
And it's not like if you are Zelix, it's not like you're going into a team with veteran players and a really daunting environment. You are going into a team also full of young people. So I guess that, in that sense, maybe
they are
the environment
veterans, though.
Yeah, true. The young veterans, Jason.
We can't call them the young academy team anymore. That's long gone.
But they are younger players,
Yeah.
so that kind of environment at least won't be too daunting.
Well, I think one thing you have to point out, if you want to take that angle to it, is more just the progression of the academy players and team throughout the MOUZ organization. Obviously, a ton of experience of bringing players up from that academy squad, especially when you think the coach.
Cyclone's definitely integral to that.
Yeah, he's been involved in these projects. He does a lot of work teaching esports and coaching esports back in Denmark as well, or he has in the past. And so, I mean, he's got the experience of being able to take a player without a whole lot of experience and teach them and develop them, which is great for Zelix, but it's not going to happen overnight.
And he's getting used to wearing that bold red tracksuit. Look at that, Jason.
It is powerful.
That takes some confidence to rock that.
Red is a tough color to wear out into the world. MOUZ make it look good, although I guess the jerseys are mostly white these days.
Yeah, true. 3-0 starting for Team Liquid on the T side. And we know, we've seen so many examples of it, how important those first 3 T rounds can be on Nuke. It can change your half. If you even go on to barely win a gun round here, at least you've got the buffer to play with early.
Oh, certainly a round like this as well, if you're able to take this op away, if you're able to win against the gun round in this first gun round, it's a beautiful start for a T half. Let's see what Liquid got, because yeah, there is an op on the field of play. They still have an SMG on Twist, a Galil on JKS, so some of the weaker weapons and yet to make their decision, although leaning towards ramp room. Right at the off of Torji, shot is baited out.
Yeah, Yimpat's still here alongside of him, but there's no continued push here from Team Liquid. They just forced it back with utility, and Twist taking space outside. Torji going to adjust to that. Did Twist just see him? Oh, he goes for the peek anyway. Brolin comes back. Information picked up by Torji, and they combine together to remove Twist. JKS also going down, and Team Liquid losing members rapidly.
Yeah, a couple really nice catches of information for MOUZ. Torji spots Twist trying to push outside. When that all brings out in ramp room, Twist says, that's my window to close the gap towards lockers. Naf can only get the one. That might have opened things up for Nertz to slide in through Mini. And now it's just damage.
Let's see how much damage you can do. Time is the issue of making this really competitive. And I think Nertz realizes that. So, gonna get himself into the corner. Wait for a MOUZ player to go on an adventure. But for the first gun round, MOUZ able to pick it up.
Yeah, and pick it up with 4 players surviving. So if you're MOUZ, this is lovely for you. You get a ooh, if you even find Nertz at the end of the day, that'd be spectacular. Good kill. And good survival for Nertz. Nobody else gonna chase it down. So I said 4. It's gonna be 3. But still, you get to build some utility behind these players that are currently surviving. You get some of those nades. You have a decent start moving into the next gun rounds to try and build some momentum. You're not really missing a whole lot of pieces that you might need.
This is the push out of the smoke. Obviously,
And
good team play from Brolin and Torji.
Yeah, and that's calmed from Torji. Brolin doesn't take that kind of a risk without the information that Twist is pushing up outside. Might have even heard the footsteps as well and been able to tell it's likely only one player crossing over.
Still good buy for Team Liquid. They're going to have AKs and everybody.
Up on Torji, starting in the upper bomb site. Peering in towards Hunt, but not being aggressive about it. 3 players to open up at A. Exertion outside, Yimfat over in ramp room.
Here comes Brolin to try and address outside, but with the smokes up, Team Liquid crossing safely. There's no spam, no utility even going towards them. And Nertz is just going to walk through that smoke and catch Brolin towards main. 7-0 start here for Nertz. There's so much space to play with now. Exertion going to try and flank him behind him, but Twist was alongside of Nertz. And that's information at least for MOUZ, but they've lost so much space and they've lost 2 players.
Not ideal. Yimfat got to hold off against JKS. Now for the trade. Good spacing. Going to be really tough for Yimfat. He does get a second. Ultimate is there to keep the advantage in the favor of Liquid. And now looking behind, but he's got the bomb. And he's well on his own.
Oh, but will he be able to stop Torzy? Timing as he starts to move away. Good damage, and he's allowed to get out. So Ultimate will rejoin his teammate. And despite a really strong start to this round, MOUZ still have a shot at pulling it back from Liquid. Good eyes for Torzy, over towards main, but he hears that plant, and that's going to draw his attention away from the position of Twists. And Nertz up in rafters, it looks way too strong here to lose control of this round for Team Liquid.
Yeah, Zelik just getting called back to go for the save. Torji's too low on health. They only have 1 kit. They do have utility on Torji, but no good place to put it into action. So Team Liquid find a 4th round, an instant rebuttal, and now money is going to be an issue for MOUZ moving forward. But Nertz doing a good job on the opening, coming through the smoke, finding one for free. Still has yet to die in these first 5 rounds of play.
Bumped into Team Liquid this morning when I was going to the car to come to the studio this morning. Great energy from the whole team. Just having a great time. Playing music.
Vibes at an all-time high?
Yeah, it was energizing for me as well. You know, a little sleepy. But I got in the elevator and Team Liquid just pumping everybody up. So vibes are good.
Joker Steve's always good to put a smile on your face.
That's true. That's true. Filming a vlog at the moment as well, Jason. You're going to feature in it.
I will
probably if they don't decide to cut your bit.
I know. I do have a short segment. First time out used by MOUZ as Cyclone talks things over. This is the last buy they'll have. If they lose this, if they get wiped out, money is depleted, and then it starts getting really awkward in this half for a CT side. So pretty critical round for the MOUZ defense to try and hold strong.
You know, I'm just happy today, Jason, that my co-commentator stayed in the room. You know, that was great yesterday.
Well, you know, if something like that happens again, I might leave as well.
Yeah. To be fair, I think we all strike.
It was like, what did you think of the whole Ultimate leaving the room thing? And I was like, you know, I liked it.
Yeah, I loved it.
It was a good flavor.
It was great entertainment value.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. More of that.
More of that. Utility out towards Squeak Door and Midi. Torji wants to get aggressive with the op, still calling his plays with this AWP. A lot of attention, it feels like, for Liquid towards ramp room to start this map. Flashed off the angle. Do they still want to press the issue against the op? I think they want to kind of stall out, hit the pause button, give Torji time to think and rotate elsewhere. But Twist not being aggressive outside, so I mean, it does feel like Team Liquid at the moment is going to descend into a ramp hit or an upper execute, as they're not even trying to take space in the yard.
Nertz seen a little bit of Zelix.
It's good information though, 1 in mini. Yimfat and Torji setting up like Liquid's going to come back to ramp. Exertion up in the rafters. Brolin on top of Hut. Zelix smoked off in mini, upper bomb site under attack.
Here comes Naf out the front. Swift movement from Naf, and they know a player got in, but they just couldn't find him. And now Zelix combining with Impact's aggression, and it's worked out real nicely that for MOUZ.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird round. Naf kind of goes into that upper bomb site on his lonesome with the bomb.
Where is everybody?
Yeah, he's like, where are my teammates? Yeah, that execute didn't have a whole lot of strength behind it. And because he was alone, he really, all he could do is kind of turn around Hut and tuck into some cover and hope he got a little bit lucky.
I think MOUZ were even confused for a second. They were like, one player's definitely out. Where is everybody else?
Yeah, Brolin, maybe that little eyebrow raise is like, oh, okay, which is 1, huh?
Oh, all right.
Nertz and Ultimate outside. This time Liquid spread out a little bit more. It's them whose economy is hitting a pain point with Tech-9s on Naf and JKS, but Ultimate's AWP is going to ring out for another opening kill. That's Torji found. Exertion trades it off, but Twist is there on top of mini roof.
Now Liquid holding the player advantage. Will it be followed up by Nertz? You better believe it will be. And he's going again. Just death matching outside. Nertz has got his second frag of the round, and Brolin left in a 1v4. He's got that first kill on Naf. Good damage to the smoke on JKS, but not continued into the kill. He'll drop down the vent and come right back up, but JKS ready for that kind of maneuver, and Team Liquid with a swift response.
Yeah, keep sending Nerds outside. It seems to be doing fine. He seems to be having a good time out there. You know, screw this ramp thing. Let's just keep attacking outside and see what he's going to find for us. Nice opening kill from Ultimate. Quick peek with the flashbang from Redbox. Torji trying to relocate. And then Nerds takes over. Once Ultimate and Twist provide some space, Nerds is like, it's my turn to step up. And 2 very nice kills. Sounds like MOUZ in that replay. We heard kind of talking about fighting outside. Torji going to try and put a stop to it with his AWP. Exertion going to start shifting to single box right now to bolster the defense here. Or excuse me, he's under in secret.
There goes Exertion up towards the secret stairs. Little peek up on top. Ultimate prowling outside with his scope for the first time here on the T side.
Yeah, they're going to try and find a timing to activate Exertion to peek up. Torji doesn't have a flash. Zelix does.
In this kind of form, though, Nerds is likely to get the better of his countryman, and Exertion's going to get away and sprint down into the lower bomb site. Nerds now on the hunt. Has made it towards secret. Torzi just jiggling, not spotting too much on that cross.
Now, previously when it's been this quiet, Liquid's been massive bodies towards lobby and radio. So this might actually throw MOUZ off a little bit. Everything is going to be down to the timing of Exertion and if he can get away, if he can delay them, how long he can hold them back. Footsteps now being made.
Will Exertion get much? The answer to that is no, because Twist just wrecks him on the stairs and now moves forward.
And next up is Yimfat with an MP9, so I think MOUZ saves this. With the kind of money that they have, they're just saying there's no reason to rotate. We don't have a whole lot of utility. There's no kits in play. There's 1 kit in play on Zelix, but you don't really have the weaponry to fight back into this round. So 6-2. Liquid's T side really starting to roll right now.
I'd imagine inside of MOUZ is probably a very jarring experience that they're going through at the moment in terms of being so used to a prolific caller, someone that has an idea on how they want to play Counter-Strike that's going to be vocal, that everybody's bought into the system, to now having an in-game leader who is very likely to be unconfident, unsure of himself, and everybody's okay. Yeah, we're going to give you the we're going to be confident in you. We're going to give you the time, but everyone will notice a huge difference in the likely atmosphere that is inside of this MOUZ squad at the moment.
Those are great kills from JKF.
Yeah, and Jimpat's going to grab the AWP right at the end.
Yep, and pass that over to Torji, and he'll have to overextend if he wants to turn this round into MOUZ's favor. Yeah, certainly there's that quality to it. I think the other one obviously is going to be, you know, missing Spinks, who you're unable to play with at this event, is really painful as well. Probably one of the main reasons why you felt like you could afford to make that decision.
Yeah, the Spinks move was a little unexpected, but
surprising.
Yeah, I mean the Shui leaving was more surprising, but yeah, I'll be intrigued to see how that's gonna go. From my perspective, not gonna lie, it does feel tough to buy into the brawling in-game leader role. I don't really know how I feel about that long term. Great shot from Torzi. He's really got to do everything, though, and that's the problem. So he's dead after 1. Like you said, just keep sending Nerds outside. It's really working well for him. Ultimate's got him covered. Nerds is low in HP, so doesn't want to go into the fight against a pistol.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go in mini, but he's stuck. He's going to just have to make a play. He's going to have to risk something, because they're going to hunt him down right now. Nerds ready and waiting behind the edge of the smoke. Brolin coming in, spamming that smoke, somehow not finding Nerds, who does connect it. How is he still alive?
I have no idea.
He's pinned down, though. It's just, if he never moves, he might be fine.
How is Nerd still alive? This is crazy. If he gets another kill, my mind's going to be blown. Well, Dio comes in. Finally, they deal with Nerds, but his damage has already been done, and Team Liquid continuing to rack up a beautiful T-side here on Nuke.
Yeah, I mean, it's super helpful, too, because Nerds is almost like just doing exactly what Yikinder was always trying to do, which is just kind of waltz into opening kills and grab them. He's just being way more successful at the moment. Really cool to see out of Nerds. It's a 5-round lead for Team Liquid, up 7-2. And a second timeout used by MOUZ as Cyclone is desperately trying to get his boys involved.
Looks like Xerxon gonna make the most of this to fix a little issue for himself. Get the in-ears plugged back in.
And don't worry, he can still hear.
And the ref's over as well here to sort things out. Tough road ahead of both of these squads, even if they win today. I mean, they'll play the loser of Na'Vi versus Spirit.
Yeah, it doesn't get easier.
No, it gets more difficult. Yep. Absolutely.
And that'll be for elimination, all these games for elimination. Loser of this series today
gone.
Will be out of IEM Katowice. And then you have that tough task that you just outlined, Na'Vi or Spirit in an elimination game. You got a long route to run in this lower bracket.
Yeah, I think it's worth reminding people, Jason, about Kassad's prediction for MOUZ. He did think that MOUZ are going to be a playoff team, didn't he? And what was there a little wager on that one?
No, we never settled on one.
Oh,
I threw an idea out there as like a friendly bet for us to match.
And he didn't want to do a selfie because that would emasculate him.
Right, and then he wanted me, if they did make the playoffs, to wear a wedding dress, and I said I would do that.
Because that
for a segment, as long as
you.
he agrees to the same thing.
Yes.
I said I want to have the same terms for winning and losing.
And he didn't want to do it. Well, I think you would both look good in a wedding dress.
Can you push in front of main, Justin?
Yes, wait. Flashing now.
In main, blind. Main.
We're still smoked door, we're still smoked.
There's one.
Guy. Let's stop her.
One more should be Baku.
Try to
connect with Molotov ticket.
Op is dead, so yeah, you guys can contact out. Top. Sandwich him, come. I don't see him. Try to go. I walked out.
Careful Tetris. Guys, main one.
I'm holding main.
Main dead. Nice. Thank you, buddy. Good job.
Comms are flowing.
It's fun hearing, like, nice job, guy. I mean, it's at least funny to me. You didn't laugh, so it might not be funny to you, but it's funny to me. Extended tech pause at this stage of the game as these two teams just chill and wait. What else we got going on these days? Virtus Pro has made the playoffs. Vitality has made the playoffs. Playing that seeding match later on.
Yeah, I think Virtus Pro making the playoffs is very surprising. And really, it's quite exciting because Virtus Pro, for so long, we know all of those pieces, all of those players. There's so much potential, but last year was just incredibly frustrating to watch. And also, I'm sure, be a part of Virtus Pro. So it's great seeing them walk around with a bit more swagger. They've got smiles on their faces. I bumped into some of the players this morning at the mall. You know, they're just having a good time, Jason. And it's great to see because they just looked depressed all of last year.
Yeah, it was a rough year, and it has been a complete 180 for that team. It feels like with the vibes.
They're doing interviews as well.
Yeah, they're doing interviews. It's craziness.
All right, well, tech pause, but Cyclone's still having a lot of chit chat at the moment. So
over on the other stream with Machine and Sponge, Gamer Legion taking on Mongols. Both the teams that won against these respective squads in the first game. So throw that up on a second monitor, a phone, a tablet, whatever you got. Tune into all the Counter-Strike here at IEM Katowice. We're back live. Tech issues resolved. Round number 10 is underway. 7-2 lead for Team Liquid. It's Nertz, who's been the star of the show. 11-3. Started out this map 7-0. Opening kills outside all day long. It's been his playground.
Three beautiful smokes. Perfectly lined up here from Team Liquid. Grenade will disrupt them, but Nertz hadn't pushed far forward yet. But he's been a real nuisance, a real threat that they've had to try and deal with. Ooh, Torzi, not the clearance he was hoping for. And the smokes fade away, and he takes a bullet to the chest as he drops back in behind Unbreakable. Nertz applying pressure. Nertz wants to go, gets into mid. He is so locked in right now. Nertz is just feasting on them. It's a kill on Exertion this time. Nertz going through the smoke, got caught by Flash. He'll take a second to pause, but he's going in for this. And Torzi's gone. Nertz, he's just unplayable, unstoppable.
Yeah, every decision he's making is the right one. And look at how much tension he's pulled away from ramp room. So now Liquid, where they've encountered so much defense in ramp room, no way! He spins and gets that as well.
Oh, Brolin thought he had that kill locked in, but Nerds just spins round. Naf punishes Zelix, and MOUZ are getting toyed with.
What are you supposed to do against that? 1 versus 5 for poor Jimmy. Up in the rafters. Oh. And deleted.
Dude, he just control alt deleted the entire team. That's crazy. Nerds just doing the same move over and over and over.
And I mean, look, this is cool because it's like you're feeding the hot hand. He's getting a lot of utility sent forward to activate him, but I mean, all this is just good decision making. Awkward flashbang and scenario for Torji. And remember, MOUZ like 4 rounds ago was saying like, can we fight outside? Trying to come up with plans to stop this outside play. Exertion going secret. Torji's had the op out there a number of times. They've played single box. They've played heaven. They've gotten aggressive through mini as well. Nothing's working.
That grenade sounded a lot more violent than it actually ended up being.
Did give a good chunk sound, didn't it?
Yeah, 3 HP. Nerds this time, down secret. Loses life. But JKS is in behind him, and the Savage double opens up the lower bomb site opportunities here for Team Liquid. Brolin's already inside of the vent. And he's going to go down to Twist this time. Nice little kill from Jimmy, who switches out to the AK-47. And because of that kill from Yimpat, he still has a chance to make something happen here for MOUZ, and they don't want to fight him. So Liquid bail out, they go upper.
Yeah, but Torji's over in lobby. So Naf's going to smoke off Squeak Door to allow the cross safely. Flashbang in as well. They've just got to worry about Hut. All the corners being cleared. Torji, how does he want to make his play? Twist very aware of the danger that could be coming from lobby.
Oh, big push. So Torji 5-7. Oh, gets a second just about, and the impact clears out CT vent. Team Liquid somehow lose that round.
Yeah, that's hard. Look at all the angles they have to worry about. They come through the smoke towards Squeak Door after the vent. Coming out of Hut, finding a perfect timing. Twist is worried about Heaven as well. They got to be concerned about someone wrapping through mini. A lot of different angles that Team Liquid had to worry about in that upper bomb site. Still a very winnable round that they let slip away, especially after some of the kills.
Yeah,
Good round from Torji.
Desperately needed a round like this, Jason. You know, one where they just win with some weaker weapons. Doesn't look like they're going to pick it up, but the majority of this half has been Team Liquid dominance, but if MOUZ can leave with a 4th round, at least there will be a little extra something to work with.
Even in victory, though, that round is going to be frustrating for Liquid after the fact. They won't care at the moment with the lead that they have, but that's, I know, been a talking point amongst the team is, you know, rounds where you have the advantage, when you're in position to win. And they're one of the teams that's really struggling to close out man advantage rounds. 5-on-4 rounds.
Nerds back to his old tricks. Oh, he just got spotted going into that smoke. I thought for a second they might not have seen him, but he did get spotted going into the smoke, and that call was made to turn back and check for that push. And so Team Liquid unable to get involved in the early stages of this round, and MOUZ will recover to 4 rounds and a half unless Ultimate and Twist can pull off something unthinkable. And that's a great shot from Roland.
That's a beautiful start. To the lower bomb site we go. 1 flashbang on Twist, no smokes, no mollies to block off any of the control side doors, so they almost have to get aggressive and try and clear things out together.
Twist jumping down into the bomb site. Exposed himself to ramp, but not decon. And oh, they line up! There's a way back suddenly here now for Team Liquid. Ultimate is dragging them through. And this could be a massive moment to just crush the hopes and dreams of MOUZ in this half. We would leave with only 3. And Ultimate waits inside the control room. In the meantime, Twist is relocated over towards Decon. It's a tap on the defuse, not a stick. And they're not going to fall for it. Ultimate waits up in the windows. Now it's a stick. Now it's a hold. And it's not planted for Twist. Zelix stopped at the foot of it. Twist and Ultimate pull it back. And 9-3 the scoreline reads.
Disappointing loss yesterday for Team Liquid against the Mongols seems to be well forgotten because they came in firing on all cylinders, led Nerds. This guy has been a beast. 14-5, the number 7th rated player at the event so far. He's got Liquid charged up with a 6-round lead as they switch to the CT side of Nuke.
And a devastating close that first half as well, where MOUZ were up so far. And Ultimate and Twist were able to recover the round and steal away any hopes of MOUZ having to come back here. It needs to be one of the best T-sided halves that we've seen from MOUZ in a long time, called by their new in-game leader.
I was going to say, yeah, it better be a great offensive half with your brand new IGL.
Fair to say that Team Liquid could put this one to bed with a pistol round victory.
They got 3 players to fight outside if contact is made.
Brolin got through the main smoke. Could be a lot of pressure here on Naf. He's got his teammate out towards heaven. Well, he did. And Naf no longer stands at the back of the site. So Team Liquid losing players so quickly here. This is a great pistol from MOUZ.
Yeah, they just got picked apart. So much attention put outside. Inner bomb site well exposed. Just a quiet walkout for MOUZ, showing like they want to take yard. And demolishing the upper bomb site defense. Naf and Ultimate can do nothing. So MOUZ survive for the moment. They get themselves a little bit of breathing room with a pistol round victory. And tell Liquid it's not going to be as easy to close them out as they might think. I mean, look, all the deficiencies that we've talked about with MOUZ, it's easy to kind of write them off. Brolin as the IGL, losing Shuhei, Spinks not being here, having to play with an academy player, etc., etc. But you still got Exertion, who can be an absolute monster. He can provide you just as many openings and entries as Nerds did for Team Liquid in the first half. You've still got Torji with the AWP, and if you have Exertion coming online, his AWP is now going to have some space to work with on the map. So you have some pieces that you can look at and be confident that they can provide you an opportunity to close the gap in the scoreboard. MOUZ not out of this fight just yet. If you want to talk about Brolin as an in-game leader on a deeper level too, we could do that maybe in the next round when they're saving, because it is a second round buy from Team Liquid. I'll save it.
And so far, we have seen that Team Liquid are capable of winning almost any round, so let's see how this goes. Ultimate boosted up into the ramp room. 3 players start ramp here for Team Liquid. Anticipating a heavy play here for MOUZ, but it's the opposite. They're going to move outside with the smokes. Well, given the initial signs of this round, Jason, I don't think it's going to look all that competitive here for Team Liquid.
Oh, hold the phone. They're coming at Nerds.
True.
Give the man a chance.
All right.
He's got 5-7 and flashbang. He's in a very committed angle, though.
It would require some misses for MOUZ.
Yeah, it's likely one and done.
And brilliant, perfect shots coming in here for Nerds. So he gets one and done.
And it's not advanced enough for that to be any kind of significant early warning, so we might just see Team Liquid choose to save here. You can see the X-ray. None of those blue bodies are budging anywhere towards that lower B bomb site.
Not at all. That's a lot of Bs, Jason.
Ah.
Anyway, speaking of Bs, Brolin, in-game leader, go on.
Yeah, I don't know much, and I haven't spoken about his particular philosophy of how to play the game and how to approach things as an IGL. But if you just look at like Swedish IGLs and Swedish Counter-Strike philosophy, you know, in terms of coming up through that region, Swedish Counter-Strike has always been much more like kind of loose, more like hive mind, not super detailed, not like super protocol heavy, just like an understanding, a very loose style where individuals get a lot of freedom, but there is a great team understanding and macro understanding of how to move around the map and where you shift and where you rotate. So in my mind, for someone like Brolin, it is going to be like a very kind of general calling style where you're not kind of locked into exactly how he wants you to take a certain part of the map. It is going to be more like, here's this big picture idea and here's what we're working towards, and individuals get a lot of freedom in terms of working towards that goal.
So it's almost going to be calling by committee in a weird way. You know, like you're looking for the input of all of your members of your squad to really come up and flesh out an idea. You just lay the foundations.
Yeah, and you kind of just see what happens on the map, and you work from there. And Swedish Counter-Strike has historically been that kind of free-flowing thing, and it's one of the things that's made them so difficult to play against Swedish teams historically.
Yes.
You know what's fun too about Brolin is I got a chance. I did interviews and I got to talk with Forrest and Get Right and party back at the HLTV Awards, and they got inducted into the Hall of Fame. And obviously, especially Forrest and Get Right kind of touching on the next generation. Forrest like kind of named Brolin plenty of times, name dropping him as like the kind of one Swedish player at the moment that's in a position to like kind of carry Swedish Counter-Strike forward. You know, pointing at him as kind of the guy, the Swedish player who's only really delivering on the historical expectations of Swedish Counter-Strike.
Yeah, and just think about his addition into MOUZ, right? It came out of nowhere. He stood in for the squad, and we just wondered if it was just like a short-term thing, and I think they were really impressed with the results that they got initially with him. I'm like, okay, why don't we just keep him?
Yeah, he's having like a Rez level resurgence. Him and Rez are both like, all right, we're out. We're out of NIP.
His time in NIP did not count, as Launders would say. For Team Liquid, it'll be a slower start here into the second half. The true test for MOUZ will come in the gun rounds. JKS burned away, flashed off the angle, and he'll drop down into B.
Really annoying Molotov for his position. Naf pushed up, and HUD is going to hear these footsteps back towards radio room, so he's letting them know they're not quite committed yet. 4 players have rotated. 3 players, excuse me, rotated downstairs. 1 outside, and Naf in that HUD position. If they don't clear this, it could be 2.
Brolin's going to give him a 1v1 fight, and the initial dink is there. Good clearance from Brolin. Now comes a secret play, a lot of pressure on Exertion. But he's handling it very well, using Red as cover, eventually taken out by Ultimate. Torsi coming in to clean up the rest. Ultimate fleeing the scene, getting out of dodge.
That grenade, as soon as he gets the kill, blows the AK-47 into the middle of nowhere, and yeah,
he looks lost.
Yeah, taken down while just spinning around searching. All right, well, those are the conversions after the pistol. So everything that's happened so far is kind of exactly how it's supposed to. So no big red flags quite yet for Team Liquid. Guns are going to come out, and we get to see what this is going to look like with the rifles now out for the defense, and how this offense can be effective against it. 3-round lead for Team Liquid. 9-6. Off on Ultimate. That's heading over towards ramp room. Twist outside, Nerds over and mini. Smoke wall is put up by MOUZ. Same with utility down towards secret. But Exertion is already passed, and Ultimate's going to be tested.
He's going for the aggressive stance of the AWP, so not a lot of opportunities to fall back. Gets the light shot, now he's under pressure, but he's got the rifle beside him. Ultimate goes back again. Second time of asking, it's to lethality. And now Twist is waiting, cleaning up the low HP player. Can he get the second? You better believe he can. No problem for Twists. Under a minute on the clock, and MOUZ down to just 2 players.
Yeah, and they hadn't even really progressed in secret. No backstab coming up from ramp room whatsoever. Brolin now coming in behind, and JKS hasn't spotted this. Twist is aware of the possibility. This will be calmed. Nerds has control of lobby, so Twist no longer worried about radio and ramp. It's just about this flank from Brolin.
BR Olin down to the hands of Twists, and double figures reach for Team Liquid as soon as guns return to their hands.
Good round, and Ultimate maintaining that aggression as long as he knows he's got Twist next to him. Hyper aggressive and committed angle for an AWPer. But with Twist there to pick up the pieces, it works. Beautiful double kill for Twist. Even adding a 3rd at the end of the round in garbage time. Just 3 rounds away, Liquid, from closing out this first map of Nuke.
And this round would be a huge step to closing out the first map, because there's no money left over for MOUZ if they concede here. So opening of the door, Torsi having to peer through it, while his teammate Yimpat burns. A lot of smokes in Nerd's face, but he's still confident to peek. And Exertion has had a real tough game in dealing with Nerds.
It's so hard to play anyone, especially a player of Nerds' caliber, when he has this level of confidence. He's spending that whole round inside that smoke looking for that exact fight, hunting for it.
JKS under scrutiny here inside of ramp. He's lost Nerds now, so JKS playing it disciplined and intelligently and not wanting to commit to the fight and dropping further and further back into the B bomb site. He's hearing a lot of steps coming his way.
He's got Twist down here in support.
MOUZ take a moment to pause, but eventually they will arrive into the crosshair of JKS, who gets traded out eventually. Twist waiting in control room. Now they turn their attentions towards Twist, who's not accurate on the first bullet, gets a dink at least at the end, but that's not enough to keep Team Liquid in a comfortable spot with 30 seconds left. It's MOUZ up a player, bomb plant not committed to. Naf will take a little bit more health off the top of Yimpat, but not enough to remove him.
Oh, look at this flank out from Secret, though. Naf has no idea.
Oh, he went back to it.
The
Naf
early
wins
spray.
that fight. Gets the AK-47 and Ultimate coming back in. So MOUZ hunkered down in the 2v2 post plant. Oh, timing for Ultimate to go into the open with utility in his hands. Not exactly the most comfortable for him, but Naf starts to move in. Closes that door in behind him. No peek from Torzy yet. The reload for Naf, they're not getting the peeks they want, so they're going to apply the pressure with the defuse inside smoke. There's the kill from Torzy, trying to get the transfer, and combines with the grenade damage to close it out in favor of MOUZ.
Yeah, big time win to sustain their ability to fight. As you mentioned, Economy was backs against the wall. MOUZ would have lost everything, so they survive with a round win here, force Team Liquid into the last potential buy before they'd have to save, and this is their best opportunity to close the gap in the scoreboard, to finally close to make this a pretty even game going down the stretch, but they have to have this round. Really nice slow take. Actually felt Liquid was in control. I think JKS may be going back for a repeat. A little bit painful.
Yeah, because it puts so much pressure on Twist.
Well, Twist was looking for next contact, right? JKS takes the first one. They're going to be hunting down JKS's position, focused on that. Twist takes the next fight, and then you can both swing and double up on the final player.
Look how quick this is.
Yeah.
Look at this. Ultimate's ready, though. Another leg shot. Gonna get a little bit frustrating for Ultimate to keep landing those leg shots.
You might just save if you're Liquid, to be honest with you.
It doesn't feel too likely they're going to have too much success getting back into this bomb site, but 5v5, you're going to have a check, you're going to have a look, and with flashes and the combined execution of Twist and Ultimate, there suddenly is a massive opening now for Team Liquid. Torzy and Exertion have an impossible task of trying to win this one together. Naf has just seen Exertion dropping down the vent. JKS will finish him off, and Torzy diving around the site looking for his next fights, but Team Liquid come back into it.
Yeah, I mean, that initial, you bring everyone over to see what you can get on the initial thrust, and you choose to save or go for it after the fact, depending on how that goes. But when you just take control side doors with these and get 3 quick kills, it's like, yep, round's on, no need to save. That's such a crazy position to be in with the ramp rush, and them all the way down to the lower bomb site so quickly. But just as MOUZ is setting up to hold off against this, Liquid execute the retake way earlier than they were prepared for.
Because they had so many extra players, they could just leave one of the players on the A bomb site waiting for that late lurk, and Exertion gets caught. The last hope for MOUZ to be able to pick that run up.
And forced to play before he wants. He's hoping to play in like a 3v3, not a 2v5.
Exactly. And we mentioned how winning that round for Team Liquid was likely to send the money into disarray for MOUZ. It's done that. I mean, you look here, it's 3 AKs, a Tech 9 and a Deagle. And that really is the end of the road for their money. Liquid in search of map point on Nuke.
That'll be an upper set piece. It looks like maybe a double pump, although I don't know if there's enough utility to really pull that one off. Here it comes. Yimpat and Zelix coming out of Hut. First kill is there for Twist and Naf. Good shot from the Deagle. A good follow-up. Oh, the rookie putting in some work, but it's not enough. 12-7.
Oh, that was stylish from Zelix. A little taste of what he's capable of. But yeah, the round doesn't go in favor of MOUZ. It'll just be a mini highlight for him.
Yeah, but it's nice to have that.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's nice to have that. Yeah.
I mean, especially because we all know that Zelix is now going to take that step back again, right? This is just a little temporary experience here, work experience, Jason. Here at Katowice, you'll be back in the academy team, but it's nice to have glimpses of what he's capable of at this level.
Yeah, sometimes you got to test the promotion before you really make it permanent.
Yeah, of course. I know we've seen in the past, you know, there's been players that come up a little bit too early, don't exactly swim, they just sink. So you don't want to be added in too early.
These are lovely shots.
Great shots.
Yeah.
He was feeling it.
Noob teams. Okay. Noob teams in this situation always have A execs, so be careful.
Well, he has just owned them now, hasn't he? He has just owned them.
I mean, I wonder if that was said before the previous round?
Oh, dude, if that was before, that's just so good.
I mean...
It was, before.
Okay, perfect.
That's so good. That's sick. Yeah, Twist just kind of owned them.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you know, pro teams, you have an A exec for those situations too.
True.
No need to be mean.
Yeah, but it's funnier when he's mean and then it happens.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Well, Team Liquid looking to close out this map. JKS.
He's been solid. Like, JKS has just been quietly really solid in this map. He's had some really critical double kills, some good follow-ups, been good all map long.
And 4 for Nerds ready to go. And speaking of good all map long, Nerds has been a beastly, but only one this time. JKS, oh god, this is not exactly clean from Liquid. JKS recovers the situation. His teammate getting double dinked by Torzi. Now Twisk arriving, looking to clean up and make sure this map is over with. Torzi not getting away from the plant spot, and Team Liquid dealing with this MOUZ squad led by Brolin. It's not the kind of performance MOUZ would have been hoping for, but Team Liquid getting the job done here on Nuke. Available, to be honest, so this is our first real look at it in this series. A lot of util for Brolin. Everybody else on Kevlar.
And having him positioned outside the A bomb site makes it feel like these three players in middle, you know, Yimpat might still lurk, might be a little bit aggressive, but they want to come middle and look towards Donut to the A bomb site with Brolin smoking off CT spawn. Looks like Liquid wants to be disruptive. One player ultimate sliding out, but here are the next three USPs, but the Glocks are just so powerful until JKS gets involved, traded off by Yimpat. But now Twist, 1v1 and he's got it!
So safe for Twist. Great composure to get back out towards Heaven for that final headshot. Team Liquid with a pistol, thanks to their in-game leader.
That's a brawl.
That is just a bloodbath, yeah.
That's like,
just like
is that all 10 kills in middle?
Yeah, it felt like, yeah, it seemed like it at least, yep. There we go, it's just all elbow, and then out towards Heaven for the final one. It's crazy. Everybody just decided to run mid.
Yeah, the timing push from Liquid was pretty damn close to perfect, just as MOUZ is getting set up to make the run, and all that utility used towards the A-bomb sites not available in middle. Nade and a jump up towards Heaven. Twist gonna get the first 3 kills of the round and already put a stop to this unarmored Glock play. 2-0 for Team Liquid.
Having a conversation, MOUZ, ahead of this buy round. It can real quick. They've got the AKs now available to them. And for Team Liquid, 4 SMGs.
Yeah, obviously what we would term a bonus round, is you're able to get the bonus of upgrading to an AK-47 if you can have a clean win. MOUZ want to force themselves out middle. First kill is theirs. Yimpat behind the Molotov. Twist steps up, and he's dropped in very quickly. This is going to be a MOUZ win.
Yeah, you can use this kind of bonus round to throw one of those aggressive CT plays in. Just unfortunately for Team Liquid, they get destroyed.
Yeah, you just like to do some damage on it at the very least, right? It's not so much like maybe it's going to be tough to win, but yeah, you would have liked to have get 2 or 3 kills, something to limit this growth. This one is just painful. All 5 members of Team Liquid fall. And all 5 members of MOUZ stay standing. It's 2-1 for Team Liquid, and they'll buy M4s into the next round, but money is going to be gone after the fact. So yeah, if you want to get Brolin to have some momentum at calling, get a good feel for it, see if you can build this half into something, this is a nice start, and you've set yourselves up to take an advantage heading into round 5 if you can win round 4. And see how many you can build upon.
Oh, Nerds getting eradicated by Exertion.
Look at all that utility, though. Look at all that utility just being chucked over the wall. Nade lands right at the feet of Exertion, who steps forward with low HP.
Twist looking to plug the gap in mid and make sure MOUZ don't continue to push out of elbow.
He's been very bold considering they can cross Heaven as well.
Yeah, it's not like Ultimate's able to help out either or defend that position, so Twist caught an awkward position. Ultimate can't do more than one. And a 2v3 here. Team Liquid down a player. JKS holding off B, and that is where the bomb is currently positioned on that ramp.
Yeah, he's just got so much to worry about it. Because NAF is parked way, way deep in the A bomb site, there's nobody can shift to cover middle, so JKS has to be worried about Red Room flank And now out of position to stall this out. Naf and JKS join up at the A bomb site. The gamble stack for the late round is the incorrect side of the map. So it's tied up at 2, and Liquid will have a pair of M4s to try and save into round 5. But back-to-back rounds, MOUZ is able to crack open middle very effectively.
Nerds in particular on this map is a marvel to watch on the T side, how he gets out elbow, how deadly he can be in that position, one of the best in the world. I think that's what Team Liquid are very excited about, getting that kind of player into the squad for Ancient. It just strengthens their performances on this map.
Well, I mean, we'll point this out too, though, because he's playing middle. He's that initial defender on the middle defense here on the CT side, and this is back-to-back rounds. He's been taken down first without able to find a kill. He had that fantastic map on Nuke where he was essentially unstoppable. But starting a little cold on Ancient. We'll see if those fortunes change. For the moment, likely going to sit back without any kind of investment.
Well, we actually got to see the Exertion Nerds head-to-head quite a bit over on Nuke. We're getting it nice and early here as well, just by the nature of where Exertion is going to be placed on the map, is just trying to get out elbow, get into these mid-fights. So far, so good for Exertion. For Team Liquid, though, their money is completely drained on 3 players. They'll have 2 rifles still over in their hands, but MOUZ is very likely to take the lead.
A little boost up back of the cube to get a deeper angle. Misses the opportunity, been spotted out. So MOUZ calling out at least 2 players at the B bomb site for the moment. Exertion already encroaching into Red Room. A very powerful pivot point for this MOUZ offense if they want to reconvene to the other side of the map. However, sacrificial USPs could set JKS up to find this kill.
Shadow on the wall. Exertion applying the pressure required. He can't do too much about it. It's the rest of his teammates cleaning up this Liquid defense. Naf, who was positioned in A main deep early, is now starting his flank with that rifle. Ultimate hoping he can get a dig to land up heaven, but when he doesn't, it's Naf to peek out from elbow instead, and a save call for that M4, you would imagine. But they do have a... there's another one back there the Ultimate isn't going to pick up, so they're actually trying to activate into this.
He's risking it for the AK-47. They're not going to go for this. He wants this AK.
Yeah.
Back off. Torji sees that weapon disappear, and now here's the footsteps.
Well, he's hoping that Ultimate goes towards elbow, which is exactly where Ultimate goes, and Torzi needs to be more careful what he wishes for. His Ultimate is able to tear his head right off.
Yeah, I probably felt like he had a great advantage in that fight. He's probably feeling very sure of himself.
And once those first couple of bullets are inaccurate, there's a chance for Ultimate to stabilize and take the kill. So it is MOUZ going into the lead 3-2. Those 2 save weapons will help out the economy here of Team Liquid. It was a great start from the CT side, but since the guns have come out, it's all being MOUZ. And I think the gun rounds in particular, Jason, they've been won and lost in the initial fights.
Yeah, they've been decided very, very quickly, haven't they? We'll see if that changes. Maybe Liquid wants to come into this with a new approach towards mid instead of pushing down, trying to swing on this smoke and control elbow. Set something else up with a position in Donut, maybe Cubby, maybe some aggression towards Heaven. Couple different options, but still early going for Liquid to test the CT side playbook.
Yeah, Ultimate getting that instant elbow smoke tossed out from spawn, and it's going to be 3 players starting mid just to dump the utility in that choke point. The smoke has missed. It's not good. And that's Twist getting involved in the early fight, 1-for-1. Nerds again, going to be very frustrating for him to kick off this game. He's down early.
Yeah, and JKS has got to hold on towards Cave. Alex will be up against him, not yet turning the corner. Exertion controlling middle, sliding out along the back wall.
Yeah, can't go back through that smoke. Has to call that maneuver off. We'll get a moment to breathe and settle into this, and Exertion is just constantly getting the better of Nerds in that mid-fight.
Yeah, 3 for 3 in that exchange back and forth.
I'll leave Exertion to lurk. And the rest of the pack is heavily focused over towards B at the moment. Brolin just clearing close jag.
Little delay Molotov to buy some time for Twist to start shifting over. He now leaves Red Room, so Ultimate backs off of his position in Donut back into the A bomb site. 3-man defense at B. Still no information for Team Liquid. MOUZ staying very, very quiet, and they're going to move to the other side of the map. Now they shift towards A, and Liquid have no idea. No one in a position to gather information, so it's all ultimate.
He's been criticized so far for his performances. Looking to step up, and no problem for Ultimate. Roland is getting rolling as he shuts down 3 kills. Torzy comes back in, but the rotation has already arrived. Liquid ready to close this out, 3-3, and that is a sick hole from Ultimate.
That's the kind of thing you want to see in a recovery after an abysmal series yesterday. Ultimate, no lack of confidence in himself. That is a spectacular sequence.
Let's touch more on that, because I think when you look at Ultimate coming into this Team Liquid squad, I think we were all so impressed with his initial level of confidence. He exuded confidence coming to this Tier 1 level. He was plucked out of nowhere. You know, he didn't have that traditional experience of going from Tier 3 into Tier 2 into a weaker team. He just dropped straight into Team Liquid, and he was just performing. He was making plays that you would expect from a player who's had more experience at the top, but that started to drop off. His individual performance certainly took a dip, and we're wondering, will he be able to continue with that mental fortitude?
That peak he had initially about joining Liquid, you couldn't really count on that lasting forever. So I mean, as a lot of rookies and as a lot of younger players stepping into this level of play without a whole lot of experience, there's always going to be that drop off. So now it's about, can he get back? Can he put it together to raise his level yet again? And that's a lovely sequence to save the day for Team Liquid. Isolated, essentially 1v4 at the A bomb site, delivers the 3 necessary frags. That's another missed instant smoke towards elbow.
They keep doing that, yeah. This is a big problem, but finally Nert's getting the better of Exertion. Second kill. And Nert's has just been waiting, watching the screens of his remaining teammates round after round, but finally he gets to have impact. And Twist is alongside of him. And Nert's is reveling in this moment. It's just Torzy, and the shutdown's already happened.
It's the round of the missed smoke that he's the most dominant. Twist picked off by Torzy's op, waiting deep towards double doors. He's got bomb in his control, but a 1v4 still, and he's blocked in.
And he's got the right read on Nertz, who's actually just running into the water, but he'll pin himself in the corner. Torzy's mid-steps. Nertz is ready for it. There's a 4K. And Nertz finally fired up, shoots some Liquid into the lead.
And this is where that's going to be the most difficult for MOUZ. It's not, I mean, the T side with the new in-game lead with Brolin stepping into it and with the stand-in is going to be rough to begin with, but now you have the added factor that you have to break the momentum and break the money of Team Liquid's defense. It's not just calling to a round win, but playing against a team that were, up until this point, you've had the benefit of playing them up against them when they've had MP9s, when they've been missing an M4, when they've been missing a little bit of utility. Now it's full buy round after round, and that elbow smoke still back in the lab, boys.
Yeah, there we go. They re-smoked it. Yeah, they need some work on that.
How many instant smokes on Ancient do you know?
All of those, actually.
Nice.
It's like, that's the only thing I've really got.
It's the instant smokes?
Is the instant smoke. I just think they're pretty cool, you know?
It's important.
I think Ultimate was the only play that landed it so far, and that was from the easiest spawn. And these pistols are likely just to be destroyed. Well, we'll see what MOUZ can get out of it. They're going to be heavily focused towards B. Naf and Nertz on the cleanup. No nonsense from Nertz, just 3. He had 1 kill before the last round started. Now he's 8 and 5.
All right, Exertion. The last to fall. 2-round lead, 5-3 for Team Liquid. And money continues to grow with so many players surviving. 5 in that round, 4 in the previous.
Yeah. Finally, money back for MOUZ.
MOUZ need a really impactful round here. They need to find some success, at least take some kills away. Not a whole lot of time left in this opening half on Ancient.
No smoke this time, just grenades of a different variety. Mollies, itchies. And Exertion's gonna move out with it. Miss red smoke as well from MOUZ. Okay, it looks a little better from this perspective, but for Twist, he's just gonna have a look to see if anybody's pushing up with it. That's a move that Exertion likes to do. If he gets that space, he can get up to that red room quite quickly, but unlikely to be confident with missed utility.
A passive ish defense at the moment. JKS pushed up in A main. Twist and Nert's going to be playing over in Donut. But Ultimate's got a deep angle down with the AWP. One early pick would be fantastic. It's Brolin with the bomb, leaning towards double doors. Twist peering over the smoke is going to spot nothing up on top of Nertz's head. Who's already crossed to Red Room, so a gap. And Ultimate's being called back to address that, which leaves Naf alone to defend the B bomb site. Liquid being spread thin by all the resources at the A bomb site.
It's that sort of resource issue for Liquid that's actually forced Ultimate to leave watching Red. He's gone back to it now. JKS flanking through the back of elbow. Great awareness and impact to check that, and JKS thought he would have had a kill. With final 30 seconds, though, it's going to be an A play.
The repause from Nertz over in A main. They won't expect him because Naf pushed.
And Twist going to take the initial attention away. Twist can win it on his own, running out of bullets and now running out of life source. But Nertz is still towards main, and this position is going to execute that bomb plant. And Exertion stuck in Red. 15 seconds, got a 1v2 this. He's making noise, they know exactly where he is. He has to speed up, and Ultimate had already repositioned and got in behind him. Team Liquid 6 rounds, and they continue to rack them up.
That's a filthy little reposition from Nertz to slide over quick enough to find a position at A main. You would never expect that considering JKS's flank from elbow. MOUZ having a tough time finding success. A 3-round streak after converting against 4 SMGs in round 3. But now that the guns have come back out for Team Liquid, it's been 4 in a row for the defense as they storm to a commanding 3-round lead.
Yeah, and you started last round by saying MOUZ needed an impactful win here. They do not pick that up, and you take a look at their money, and it's back down to half-buy territory. We're going to see some Tech 9s coming in. Team Liquid got the right read at the right time. Twist got back over to default. Nertz repositioning a little bit more aggressively towards A main. And it was a strong enough setup to prevent any hopes and dreams of MOUZ. And with it executing that bomb plant attempt as well, no extra money on top here for MOUZ. All right, Jason, let's go. Is this smoke going to land?
Is it?
Is it going to land?
Is it?
Yeah, it's bounced a little too far, but it works.
It's off that little corner.
Yeah.
It's literally like 2 pixels off.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not the best, but it's okay. Now it's going to be the group up here from MOUZ in towards the A bomb site, currently defending its ultimate just from that big box. Nertz out Donut.
Yeah, but that Op King takes some contact. They'll play it passively after that. If Ultimate can just hit 1. There's a smoke over for Donut. That's to take Nertz's attention away, and Ultimate's got 1.
Nertz ready to go, and it's 1. A lot of damage onto the second point, but not enough. Great shot landed again, and Twist is on the cleanup. So he'll finish off the work that his teammate started, and just Zelix left over towards Heaven.
Yeah, Nertz pushing right through that smoke. That was never going to block him off. So yeah, Zelix, good luck, 1v4. 7-3 in the favor of Team Liquid when all is said and done in this round.
There's just this little itchy thought in my head right now, Jason. It's just about that next match. You know, the fact that if you get through this one, you have to fight to get through this game, and then you've got either Na'Vi or Spirit. It's very hard.
Yeah, but remember too, because we mentioned this with Vitality, how more reps, no matter how they look, are always going to be good for this team. It's the same case with every team that's made a roster changes. There's going to be some hiccups, there's going to be some ugliness, there's going to be some work these teams are putting in to smooth them out. But the more games you play and the more you're challenged and pressure tested with these new lineups, the more you have to learn from and improve as quick as humanly possible. So yeah, it's always going to be an underdog, tough affair.
Painting the picture about where they're going and what their intentions are. And when you communicate about what their intentions are, where they want to go, we can also read the game, right? Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, that's talking about proactive comms. Don't just tell me what you see, tell me what's coming next so that we can react to it in time. Ultimate, no chance to calm anything there as his head's ripped off. And the B bomb site under attack. Ooh, Naf forced into the open.
Naf into the open indeed, and opens up 2 players. Spills her guts on the floor. Now Twist coming back. He's going to throw Molly onto the site just to delay any plant attempt and then get aggressive. In and out. Yimpat dead, and MOUZ down to just 2 players.
That's an unreal shot from
Torzy's going to make a move. He's going to get aggressive. Ooh, he's just seen enough. Twist gets back to it. Torzy to go down, and Exertion left 1v3.
Yeah, that little barrel showing is unfortunate. Nice shot from Twist. Nice round from Twist. Better round from Naf, whose double kill might have actually just saved the day and given Twist the confidence needed to step up for one of his own. Exertion can't close it out. Feel like we've seen, I don't know. I'm not going to be like super critical or anything with the condition MOUZ is under, but I feel like we've seen a lot of rounds where Exertion is actually the last one
Yeah, he's kind of had a lurk role here, hasn't he?
And I think it's funny that it's kind of weird that we've been watching this half where Team Liquid has struggled to land that elbow smoke consistently, and they've missed it a couple times, and that's where MOUZ found so much success early on, but they haven't really gone back to it in the last 5 or 6 rounds despite that success. Also fair play, Liquid playing far back and just barraging utility in. Yimpat can't get it done. And MOUZ just seem like they're a beat team walking, if that makes sense.
Barely walking at that, Jason. But they're going to charge straight through that smoke at the top of the ramp. JKS cleaning up from Cave, though. Bomb plant about to be secured. But it's a 2v4 to try and round out this half with an extra round of play. Team Liquid looking for back-to-back 9-3 opening halves. They had it on Nuke. They're about to grab it here on Ancient, unless Torzy and Zelix can combine together. Nerds is just waiting for the time to make a move.
Yeah, which is going to be when this smoke fades. Twist will play late.
Zelix now alerted to Nerds, but his low HP will be cast aside, and just Torzy sees the shadow and can't stop Twist. Team Liquid with a 9-3 half, again looking strong, about to eliminate MOUZ from Katowice.
It's Twist's turn on Ancient to have the hot hand, 18-5. That's RVD to you watching at home. A stellar performance from Liquid's captain and in-game leader, backed up by Nerds with 12 kills of his own. A dominant first half. half, and Liquid's having a lovely day in the office today, Dinko.
Yeah, it's looking great, looking easy right now. MOUZ without Shuey lacks the potency required to compete with what Liquid are showing us today, and with a pistol win, it'll be a huge step to closing out this series and getting into the next matchup here in Kato for Liquid. P250 for Twists. And like you said, just such a strong first half. Excited to see what more we can get out of him. Naf to fall first. Yimpat with an aggressive maneuver in towards A main.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I think Liquid's going to have to look out for throughout this half is, you know, after losing the first map, getting destroyed, after having such a rough first half here on Ancient, MOUZ, I think, individually going to start getting aggressive and getting a little crazy. They're going to start taking the leash off and I think just trying to make magic happen around the map.
Yeah, nothing to lose, and perhaps born out of desperation will be some heroic antics from the individuals.
Okay, this one smoke that Liquid has thrown has actually taken the defense away. Exertion shifted over. He's coming back now.
Has a great shot as well onto Yimpat.
Oh.
A lot of damage being done. Liquid would have loved a couple of those kills.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just set up for the late round, right? Like, look at how low Yimpat and Exertion are.
Technically the player advantage, but the health is a big issue. Ultimate getting one more kill here for Team Liquid, leaves it on JKS and Nerds. Nerds is also very low. That's not a commitment to the defuse. It's just a tap to try and pull Nerds out into the open, but he hasn't gone. He hasn't peeked, and now when he does, it's a headshot on Brolin and Zelix with everything left. No kit on the young man's back. And this round is done. They're not going to give him the chance. They're going to toy with the rookie, and Team Liquid pull back the pistol despite great openers from MOUZ.
I mentioned after the Mongol series yesterday, one of the things they were a little frustrated about is feeling like they don't close out as many rounds as they'd like when they have an advantage. And this is a great job of converting around where you have a disadvantage, but finding those gooshes and finding good positions, even in a man-down situation. Liquid doing a great job playing this so smart together, so well. Jiggling aggression.
Dude, the output that Nerds gets from the low HP is so sick too. Just a little drive-by.
And 2 kills in that round for Nerds.
Well, MOUZ want to buy round on the CT side, so they're going to take the full eco here.
That's fair.
Give yourself a chance.
Can't really argue with that decision.
Nope. At least have guns one time. They're going to stack up in cave. And Team Liquid are not going to send too many players over that direction. It would be unwise. And I think they're probably a little suspicious of how quiet it is elsewhere on the map, so likely to predict a stack. But where? That's the question.
I think Twist picking up that MP7 from Nerds. I think he's got some inspiration.
I think so. You know, Nerds was he's the torchbearer. He was the only player I really remember ever using it. Wow.
I enjoy the MP7, and obviously now that the MP9 has taken that slight nerf, players looking elsewhere for their SMG magic.
Yeah,
MP5's next. It's coming back. Now's the time.
Nah.
Now's the time.
The PP Bison, you know, once we live in that meta, Jason, the world isn't ready. Double kill for Twist on that MP7. Mac 10 for JKS chiming in, and these USPs about to be shredded by Nerds, who just holds down Mouse 1 as they run into the conveyor belt of death. It is now 11-3, and Team Liquid, not really a sweat being broken today.
No, it's been nice and easy. Well, you know, Nuke had some complications, but they held it down at the end of the day. This one has just been start to finish. Liquid just kind of rolling away with this map. 11-3. You have 2 Mac 10s in that MP7 on Twist, 2 AK-47s on Nerds and JKS. I wonder if you just do some kind of a faster uppercut tactic here.
Yeah, this is the buy. This is the CT side of MOUZ. This round here. Some aggression, exertion, great movement to get up onto the ledge. He's got to sprint quickly down into the B lane, but he's been spotted. Team Liquid know what's up, and Twist, look at he accelerate with that MP7 into the B bomb site.
It's a solo push.
Brolin is actually barreling back through cave to get into the site,
What?
but Twist actually won that fight with the MP7 against the rifle. And now the A play coming in, bomb going through. Team Liquid getting into the A site. Torsi spotted it, trying to get back there in time. He's done a little bit of damage onto JKS to the big box, and Nerds is shadowed. Look how confident, look how aggressive he is. And Torsi's running out of bullets. He goes for the dink, and at least gets traded out. 3v4 now for MOUZ to try and pull back, and Yimpat falling inside a donut. There's a giant hole now in this defense.
Torji did everything he could. Nerds is aggressive because he hears the reload coming. He hears the ammunition in the mag running low, and just really leans on that pressure point.
Twist waiting for the extension out of cave, or rather out of the temple.
Okay.
And no prayers will be answered at all here for MOUZ.
We're all MP7 users now.
Yeah, the meta has just shifted. The cultural impact of this round will be felt. That exertion gone.
That kill at the B bomb site he gets on short is wild.
Yeah, that is.
Against an M4 as well.
Shredded.
Yeah, that's got to be so frustrating. But man, so much utility used to activate Twist. If you're that B defender, you're like, oh, they're coming B. Like there's 2 smokes, there's a Molotov at the default spot in sight. You've had about 4 or 5 flashbangs thrown over for Twist. Everything tells the MOUZ team it's going to be a really fast, aggressive hit, especially your knowledge that they have so many SMGs still in play. Nice little piece of trickery for Team Liquid. Obviously helped out massively by Twist just sniping with the MP7.
It's all MP9s, baby, though, for MOUZ. Look at that. 5 of them coming out for probably what will be their last round here in Katowice this year.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. This is, I guess, kind of what everyone really expected to sort of happen, and not in any way kind of trying to trash MOUZ in that sense, but just the deficiencies they come into this, the tough situation they find themselves with this roster change being so sudden, so surprising after the break. This is kind of how everyone sort of expected this to go when that news came out.
Except for Kassad.
Except for Kassad.
Big jump up, Nertz to clear out Brolin. And his first event at the wheel, as the in-game leader is about to come to a close. Zelix doing what he can to extend his time here in Kato, but here goes Twist. Low HP right into the MP9, shredded by exertion.
Yeah, he kind of had to take a risk with that sort of HP in that kind of scenario where Nertz has gone down. So now he's swinging out double doors.
Ugh.
Good first kill. There's one more. JKS and Ultimate very low, so this will fall on Naf most likely to close things out. If the plant's not even going to go down, Naf with the response.
Yeah, he steps up there to the mark, yeah, but the lack of bomb plant, that's going to take JKS out of commission for the next second here, and doesn't want to expose himself to being spammed down because of the low HP, and Zelix, he's not done yet.
Yeah, nice double up to win the 1v2 clutch. Very quick, they knew the position of Naf. Good bait swing out of the CT smoke. And MOUZ will survive for now.
One more round. That's all he asked for.
And for Liquid, as we mentioned earlier, the route doesn't get easier. Liquid, when they close out this map and series, will be playing the loser of Navi Spirit, which is coming up next.
Yeah, it's just that's an exciting game coming up.
It's going to be an absolutely wonderful game. Just, you know, no matter who wins, you're playing the #1 or #2 team in the world kind of a situation.
I think they would prefer Na'Vi. At least Liquid have traditionally shown that they can compete against Na'Vi. Exertion. Up onto the ledge. Nertz 1-for-1 with Yimpat. Ultimate to come back in. Brolin doing some decent work, but it's all 1-for-1 trades until Liquid extend their lead. And now with a 3v2 to convert upon, Team Liquid about to knock MOUZ out of Kato, but Ultimate, questionable peak with utility in his hands.
Yeah, he was making a big assumption there that Torji wasn't going to jump that rotate, and he was on his horse. So this smoke at the top of B ramp is going to fade shortly. Naf will walk through. JKS going to join up with him with the bomb. Really strong pair of clutch players for Team Liquid in this 2v2. Torji and Zelix, excuse me, on the other end. I don't know why I want to turn that X into a K, but we do.
Sounds cool as well.
It does.
Here comes Zelix back over into Speedway.
Oh, timing is going to be way...
He gets back to the angle, but JKS still more accurate. And Torzi with a 1v2 to try and keep his team in it. Play like Torzi, they say. Let's see if he's got it in him. JKS taps the plant, but does not commit. And Torzi realizes that now, so no need to go around that corner. Just get comfortable in cave. JKS, you got to move a little bit forward there. And he has now tapped it again. This time it is going to be Torzi into the peak, and JKS not clean with it. Torzi with another clutch for MOUZ.
Yeah, got the fight he wanted, but a good win for Torji. 10-14 for him on the MOUZ side of things, only behind Yimpat at 11-16. But MOUZ have clawed 2 together. It's 5-12, still 7 back.
And it has
forcing overtime.
Team Liquid's money in a weird spot, so you're going to get Hero AK on Nertz. They can actually buy quite a bit around it, not everything. Not going all in.
Again, it's like that knowledge of, look, I mean, the economy isn't the biggest deal in the world because Liquid only need 1 more round, but you know you've just killed 4. They're going to have that weaker buy. You can take advantage of this.
I mean, what we were talking about in the first half was Nertz's strengths on Ancient, being able to sort of burst his way out elbow on the T side. Not necessarily going to have to see that if they can close it out here, but he's going forward with the AK, and he's prowling around Donut.
They haven't really challenged him middle a whole lot out of the, early on they didn't really have a whole lot to fight with and a lot of utility to put down there, but he hasn't really got that kind of mid-duel we saw in the first half.
Here's Naf, about to get cleared out. Zelik's completely ready for that.
That's information. B lane is clear. They have control of mid. Gotta watch Red Room, gotta watch Donut.
Ultimate just trying to help Nerds here, set him up, go in first. Good damage onto Exertion, but he's going to handle both. And the Hero AK purchase does not work out for a round victory for Team Liquid.
And no more force buy either. With that kind of a win, with an emphatic 5-player surviving win for MOUZ, Liquid, you get half buy because of losing bonuses building up, but not really a whole lot you can take advantage of. MP9 still on Brolin and Yimpat.
Yeah, no worries yet for Liquid, of course. So many rounds to still work with. Naf's going to buy a heap of utility on a Tech 9. A little bit of extra money to expend, so at least gives them a shot. They're going to set up into the B bomb site with that util. Simple executions and some speed behind it can often be enough to overwhelm the B defense, and Brolin's coming in aggressively towards Twists. He's going to handle it. Zelix has got the second kill, and they're meeting them at the bottom of the ramp. They're bringing the fight to them and preventing Liquid from even having the option to execute into the B bomb site.
Okay, now if you're Liquid, you're not really feeling the pressure too much. 12-7, MOUZ still have quite a ways to go to force overtime, but I mean, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day how much you win by as long as you win. But I think certainly if you're Myth the coach thinking about it, you're like, I just want them to close it out now. Just let's not make this stressful. We've had such a good game. We've played such a clean game of Counter-Strike. Having a little bit of an extended time to actually shut down MOUZ here on Ancient and finish him off. But let's take care of it and have a little bit of confidence and move forward into our next series, knowing that we've just kind of dominated this one and got it taken care of. AKs across the board for Team Liquid.
Instant red smoke tossed out. Just looking to block elbow early. Exertion actually burning in his own util. 36 HP left in Exertion after that initial non-fight. And Team Liquid, it's all about A. At least it was. They've paused and left a couple of members inside of main. They're just getting ready for that execution. Smoke's being put in place. And this A bomb site has Torji defending it. Impact can come back in from Donut.
Yeah, you have to imagine one miss from Torji. Molotov's going to rain into the position. Flashbangs to keep him at bay. Naf lurking on the other side of the map. So Torji and Yimpat, good old Jimmy, got a big job to do here in this potential final round.
Oh, Shadow. He's got to strike true here, Torji. Utility gets him off the ankle. He goes back into the peak. Ultimate to go down. Exertion now charging through the smoke, trying to arrive for his teammates, but Twists cleaning up alongside Nerds. MOUZ with 3 players remaining. Good dink through that smoke, but not enough to drop JKS. Not enough to flip these numbers back. And you mentioned earlier, Naf lurking on the other side of the map. He could be the player that could end this. He's got the flank around the backside. Nerds feasting on them as they come through Temple. And Torzi looking for this close shot with the AWP.
Twist is actually pushing to where Naf is going to rotate to, so kind of awkward for Liquid at the moment, spotting both of them, but that kill pretty much seals it.
Well, Zelix's last round here in Kato, looking to do what he can. A short-term stand-in for MOUZ. Zelix stepped up to the plate, gained valuable experience, but for MOUZ, they are eliminated. Their first run without Shue, it was expected to be disaster, and we got the result we all expected. MOUZ's future will welcome Spinks, but for Liquid, their future is either Na'Vi or Spirit for the last chance to qualify into the Spodek.
Yeah, they're going to be waiting with open arms for one of them. Going to look to play spoiler and eliminate one of the two.